just get comfortable, check in with the receiver, make sure there's no discomfort. The longer you hold this, and you can see that I'm opening up her heart area, I'm stimulating her her thymus, I'm stimulating the cistern chyli, I'm stimulating her thyroid, and then as you come out of it, you know the formula, use your mula bandha, use a mantra, bring it to the surface, and deflect it for a moment, and then just spend a few moments in Nowheresville, and wait for that to subside. You want to do that several times, yeah? And I probably will, and like that, but as I finish that one, I just want to slide my knee up a little bit closer because my fingertips are in an ideal location to do one of the most delicious applications ever, and that is you add some circles, a few circles, and then you lean back gently. New location, add some circles, lean back gently, add some circles, lean back gently. Okay, so I'm actually teasing her right now because she really wants the stronger version, but I have to educate her body by doing a few very subtle ones like this, you see? And then at some point, maybe go back into this again, nice deep breath. Pull the pectoral muscles down, slide back in, get some power happening for you, check in with the receiver, make sure your hands are in a good location. And again, I have to apologize because in my private practice, I would think nothing of holding this for a good minute. All kinds of wonderful things happen. But now I'm going to go strong version. So it's really nice to kind of access C7, which is that protuberance in the back of your neck here at the bottom. It's the first vertebrae that doesn't move. And then here we go, nice strong version. Instructor receiver to drop their cranium back. And then you go nice and high like that. Or just become the artist that you are and do subtle versions and then strong versions. Subtle versions and then strong versions. And anytime you want, boom, right back into butterfly palm compression. On Kapsadhara Marmani, okay? And just learn to chill out here. My shoulders are over the tops of my wrist. And I'm really lounging on her. I'm letting go of everything here. Any discomfort there? Okay, now here's one that's not in your book, you guys. And I never used to teach it. I only kept it for myself because I really didn't know how to teach it. Because this marma, these two marmas here are very nondescript at first, until you feel it. Then you realize, juicy and lovely. So how do we access them? Where are they? So I finally figured out how to teach it. I just put my thumbs together right here. So that's my landmark. So I went from here to bring my thumbs together. Now I'm going to compress straight down, and then I'm going to roll her bones forward. As you're rolling her ribs forward, you see the vertebrae are going to go like this in the back. You see, as you press the like forward, the vertebrae will roll. And releasing what's called hydraulic pressure. So I'll show you what it looks like. It feels really delicious, you guys. Nice deep breath. Notice that I keep bringing your arms close to the body, you guys, because I need this area soft. If it's out here, the pectoral muscles are harder, okay? So we always bring that in like so. Okay, nice deep breath. And empty. Now I'm not going to slide across the surface. I'm going to press directly down, and then I'm just going to gently roll the bones forward like that. With Roxanne, I can see right there. Roxanne's got a nice pop. Okay, nice deep breath, honey. Beautiful. Press into my hands. I might micro-adjust. And again, straight down. Enjoy yourself. Lots of love. And then, boom. Just roll the bones forward like so. I'm not sliding across the surface. I'm just rolling the bones forward, okay? Good for anybody with asthma, anybody with a breathing disorder, smokers, all of that, because we're opening up the lungs and like that, okay? So you would feel free just to go right back into, comforting palm circles, go back into Kapsadhara. Now the truth of the matter is, so you learned this one, Kapsadhara. I don't know the name of this one, sorry. This one, of course, is Hridaya. Sometimes people feel it on yourself now. See if there's a thin veneer. If it's hypersensitive, if you touch this area and you go, oh, that means there's a thin veneer of lymphatic fluid there. Sometimes you need to do finger circles. which look like this. You do some finger circles, and you empty that lymphatic fluid out of there so it's not hypersensitive, like so, okay? Like that. Now this one is not in your book. Sometimes you have to get permission from the ladies, okay, because you're very close to the breast like that. And I'm going to do palm over palm. We're going to do a nice breath compression here. So I'm going to instruct her to take a nice deep breath. There's a few details here. As she exhales, your first one is no more, you just lean. It's called removing the excess range of motion. So you just want to make sure all that. Then the second time you want to have her breathe and press against your hand. Then you just lean a little bit further. Okay, maybe a few circles for comforting. Okay, then you ask her to breathe in again, press against my hand. And then you say, collapse.
Oh my gosh.
And again, now here's the detail. You want to maintain your level. You don't want to come out again and do that all over again. Every level you attain, you want to stay there. Stay there, stay there. Now breathe in, press against my hand. Good. And just collapse.
Everybody loves that one. No.
Okay, just like that, you guys. It should be very nice. In my private practice, I stay a good 4 or 5 minutes with the person under the breathing. And oftentimes seeing emotional release because many people are breathing shallow. 9/10 of your blood is in the lower sections of your lungs. If we keep breathing shallow, my friends, we're not even oxygenating 9/10 of the blood. So it's very good. All my clients, I give them the same homework. I said, I want you to get a bowling ball or a 20-pound bag of sand, anything nice and heavy, and every single night before you go to sleep, 21 times, breathe in, press against my hand when you breathe in. Good. Good. And back down again. Nice. Good. Good. Breathe in, press against my hand. Good. Okay, now you see what she's doing, you guys. She's dragging the air nice and deep, and she's oxygenating the other 9/10 of the blood, which is in the lower section of the lungs because of gravity. Right? We're standing up, and the blood goes down here. So that's very, very healthy. I got very ill in 2001. I lost 17 pounds in 3 weeks. I was clinically depressed and psychologically traumatized. It's called Crucible. I had all these things pile on me at the same